Hi, I'm Monica. I'm a trauma recovery coach. I wanted to share with you a little bit about what I know about why people cheat and the consequences of cheating. So, if you've been cheated on, it can be devastating, especially if you really, really trusted someone and you thought you were in love and you thought everything was great. One thing you need to understand is you may or may not have played a role. And when I say you may or may not have played a role, that does not mean that it's because you're not as beautiful or as handsome or as wealthy or because this other person has more worth than you. There's always a relationship dynamic, and it's usually not just one person's fault. That being said, sometimes cheating is definitely not your fault at all if you've been cheated on. So people can cheat because one, they might have a sex addiction, which definitely has nothing to do with you. They are addicted, right? It's like alcohol or drugs. This is their addiction. Two is they have a fear of intimacy. Again, this has nothing to do with you other than perhaps you're attracted to people who are emotionally unavailable. And so, if someone has a fear of intimacy, they might have an avoidant attachment style, meaning they're not comfortable with people depending on them or depending on others. And so, it just feels better for them to be alone. And so, for whatever reason, you might have found yourself in a relationship with someone like that and you got too close, or you never got close because they never allowed you to. And so, if someone has a fearful attachment style, you might have gotten very close and then they pushed you away, and cheating is one way to push you away. Other times, people might cheat to get revenge, to punish you. And that is for sure not fair, right? Should never punish someone by cheating on them. So sometimes one partner will cheat and this partner will say, well, I'm going to cheat back. Again, that's not going to work out. So if you've been cheated on, it can cause an attachment wound, which can be very painful. Other reasons why people cheat is they're just looking for a new sexual experience. Again, not your fault. Some people might feel like sex is their release and cheating is their release. Again, not your fault. If your partner has come to you multiple times and said, let's go to couples counseling, let's work this out, let's work on this, work on this, work on this, and you've said no, or I don't have time, I don't have the patience for this, then yes, let's look at that. You may have played a role, not saying that cheating is right. I'm not condoning cheating, but we have to look at the whole dynamic. What's going on with you? What's going on with them? What's your attachment style? What's their attachment style? What's your attachment to each other? What's your communication like? What's your conflict style? Other reasons why people might cheat is for external validation. They might feel like they're good at one thing, and that's attracting people. They might feel like their superpower is getting people to sleep with them. And so that's not about you either. That's about them wanting more and more and more validation because their self worth, their inner validation just isn't there. If you've been cheated on and you're struggling to recover because it's so painful, I'd love to help you with that. If you feel like you are prone to cheating and you want help, I'd love to help you with that also. And couples can recover from cheating if both partners are honest and are committed to the relationship and committed to being honest and not cheating again. And so if you're having more than a one-off affair, one-off cheating, and it's a continuous thing, if you want to work it out with your partner, you're going to have to let this other person go. And so, no matter what, in a cheating situation, someone's going to lose. It could be the other person involved in the affair, it could be you, it could be your partner. But the longer this goes, the more harm you're going to cause. And so, if you've had a one off affair, does your partner need to know? Well, that's a deep question. And you have to ask yourself, who will it harm? And what's my reason for telling them? Of course, honesty is always important and it's the base of any relationship. And without honesty, it's very hard. It's very hard for your partner to feel safe around you. And if someone doesn't feel safe around you, they can never truly be themselves. I would love to help you with any of these issues or any questions you have around this. Call me, DM me, email me. Remember to be kind to yourself and others.